What's going on YouTube? This is Storm Media and welcome to Ark. Now for those who don't know what this game is, it is a survival dino game. Basically you have to survive against both carnivores and herbivores. You can kill creatures and you can tame most of the creatures in this game. Now most of the creatures are legitimate prehistoric based dinos. Some are fictional, but for the most part, you are looking at pretty legitimate dinos as we know them today. Now, like I mentioned, this is a survival game, so what that entails is there are survival aspects you have to be mindful of, such as you have hunger and thirst that you got to be keeping in mind, so you can starve out, you can dehydrate. There is fortitude, or your ability to withstand temperatures, poison, stuff like that. It is a building survival game, so you can build your own bases, shelters, pens, whatever you want to build. And it is one of my favorite survival games of all time. So without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, so we start off being very, very brand new to the game. What we're going to do is we're just going to pick up some stone. Okay, we got plenty of stone. We're going to go ahead and get some wood and thatch. Now, the whole point of this video and this series that I'll have up on YouTube is we're going to go through the story of Ark. Now, what that means is there's going to be a few maps that we go through. Not all of them, but just the ones that are really story driven. So we have this map that we're on now, the island. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to build up some dino armies, we're going to build a base, and we are going to get to a point where we can fight the boss that is controlling this Ark. Once we beat that boss, then we ascend. Once we do that, then we can transfer to another Ark. Now I believe there is Scorched Earth. There is Aberration, Extinction, and then the newest map, Genesis. Now, like I said before, we're going to go through each map, and we're going to ascend. And once we ascend, we can go to the next Ark. So, the game plan for today's episode is just going to be establishing a base, getting some levels down, and I need to level up. Let's do some weight, and let's do health. But the whole point of the series is to play through Ark with kind of story elements in place. Now you don't have to do this. You can hop on single player, you can hop on multiplayer, and just play the game however you want to play. But this way, it's a lot more linear, and that's what we're gonna go for today. So I'm just gonna harvest a bunch of stuff, and I will see you guys once I'm done. Well, that sucks. Oh well, that's alright, because what I can do is what I was meaning to do this whole time. Alright, now what I can show you guys, which actually spawned on the opposite side of the map, but that's okay. What I can show you guys is a little bit of an explorer note, kind of like a guide run. I don't know where every single one is and what sequence to get them all in, but on the island, I believe Scorched Earth, Aberration I think also has it. Ooh, Alpha Carno, stay away. Those three maps have explorer notes on them. Now what these explorer notes are good for is they can give you a bunch of experience points and levels. So if you are, let's say, starting on an official or starting on a brand new server and you want to get levels really quick, then this run that I'm about to show you is, it'll help you get a few levels at least. And so I'm going to go ahead and cut to the point where you'll want to start this run at, and I'll tell you what spawn you'll need to spawn in. See you guys there. Alright guys, so I'm here at the location where you want to start this run at. Now, the location, oh, that's glare, is going to be about 90, 89, 23. Say 89, 23. You'll basically be on this cliff overlooking this little ocean here. And if you come down this ramp, you'll see that. And what you want to do is you want to hop down and get that explorer note. Now once you do, that'll give you a bonus to any experience rates that you normally get. So this one in particular is pretty special. This one I believe quadruples the amount of experience points you would normally gain from an explorer note. So starting off with this one will set you up pretty well. Now as you can tell, I'm already level 5. So I've already got some experience points doing this, but this will still help me nonetheless. So let's go and get started, and then if you guys are just going to play along, just kind of follow the same route I do, and we'll get at least a couple levels on us. Alright, so let's go and get this. Alright, yep. Explorer note. We got a run to do, otherwise I'd read it. Just jump in the water. And we're going to go this way. So once you can get a second, and I would personally pump in movement speed. That'll help you get through these explorer notes a lot quicker and avoid dangers. So we're going to keep running alongside these rocks here. I don't know if I can fit through that. Nope. Sorry. So don't do that. Instead, we're going to go around. I believe we'll circle this rock here. And then here are some ruins. Pretty much, if you see ruins, look around and you should find an explorer note. So we'll grab this one. This is for the Quetzal. So since we got some levels, look at that. 7 levels already. And I was already level 5 when I started. So we're going to pump some more movement speed. We're going to go ahead and run to the next one. Next one's going to be up this hill. Once we come up, we're going to take a right. Like so. We'll get through these trees. And then we will start running down this hill. Oh, stay away from that Thero. Now, if you guys paid attention in the first part of this video, when I spawned on this island, there was the Alpha Carno down there. Yeah, as you can see, it's right there. Now, it's going to be tricky for me to get this, but we're going to try it. But you just come down this hill. Oh, party Dodo. Party on, Dodo. Okay, sweet. I think it's far enough away. But you'll come down to these ruins right here, and there's another explorer note. So we'll go ahead and grab it. Okay. Go ahead and pump your levels if it is safe to do so. Look at that, 8 more levels. That is insane. I'm going to try to get to 130. Okay. So we're going to run straight across. Now this is where it gets a little bit tricky. Because where we're going, there are 2 explorer nodes. They're pretty close to each other, but they're pretty hidden. So we're going to try to see if we can find them. We'll come through here. Okay, so I actually completely passed it. So once you see this tree line get real thick, it is just barely into it. And you'll see it. So you get this one. Okay, got that one. You can get your levels. We'll get some more. I'm going to do a couple fortitude. Alright, so then from there, you want to walk this way. Oh, I think that was a drop. And bam. Here is this. Now, I went ahead and already picked up this note, but that's the path you want to go. It's going to be about a straight shot that way. Once you get this vase, you want to go up the hill. Once you get to this top of the hill, there will be another note. This one right here. We'll get some more levels. I'll do 5 more stamina. Okay. So I'm already level 39. Now you guys probably won't be exactly 39, but you guys will be pretty close. So what we're going to do is don't run. We're going to walk down this hill here. Oops. That hurt. Alright, and then there should, I believe there might be a, yep, there it is right here. There's another drop, or another explorer note. Oh, there's some raptors. Oh, I gotta run. Oop, nope, I'm dead. Well, that was embarrassing. But that's okay. I'll probably go and end my explorer note run there. But you guys can easily follow a guide. I know Lucky by Nature did one, and they're the one that I would probably look for the most. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and collect some more resources, and I will cut back to when I start building. See you then. Alright guys, and we're back. So I decided to go ahead and build more glare on the kind of middle western zone of the map. Probably about 40, 41, 17, 18, 41, 18. Basically, there's this little river here that turns into a pond. On the other side of that little inlet right there is the snow biome. Now that snow is pretty harsh, so I'm not going to build in there, but I am going to build over here. Now I got enough for 4 stone foundations, and we'll go ahead and put those right there, right there, right there, and right there. Now for the most part, I'm going to leave this open. If I see that there are many dangers around, then I'll close it off, but for now, I'm just going to keep it open. That way it'll be a lot easier for me to get in and out and get stuff smelted down, put stuff in the mortar and pestle, whatever I need to do. So the game plan is to go ahead and get enough stuff going so I can get a smithy, because once I get a smithy, grinding would be a lot easier. Now I don't think I told you guys in the beginning, but this server that I'm on is slightly boosted. It's mostly official stats. What is that? I think someone else is building over here too. Oh, there's a saber. Get away. Get away. But this server has pretty much official stats except for harvesting. There are, I think, 2 skills that have extra points put into them whenever you level them up. Harvesting is increased, and then dino taming has been increased. So it is official for the level grind. It is official in the sense that you have to pick and choose the engrams you want to unlock. But outside of that, it's slightly boosted just to make this solo experience a lot easier. If this were me and a few other people playing on, then I would say no boost to harvesting, or maybe even just a slightly boost to harvest. But for the sake of time, definitely going to keep the dino taming where it's at, because there's no sense in waiting 5-6 hours to tame one dinosaur. That is just ridiculous. I don't got the time for that. Maybe other people do, and that's great, but there's no way I could do it. So I need to find a good rock that will give me metal. So there's a type of rock, it's almost like a giant pebble, that when you harvest it will yield a lot more metal than these regular rocks would. They're not metal nodes, but they do have a higher yield chance of metal. And you're usually around rivers, sometimes around lakes. Like I think that's a tree. Man. Okay. But so with this story mode server that I'm currently on, there's a rule in place. Since it's just me, what I can do is, after I have beaten the final boss, which on this map is called the Overseer, once I beat him, then I can transfer over to Scorched Earth. When I do that, I can transfer over 3 dinos of my choice. I can't use them on Scorched Earth, but I can transfer them. Okay, these are the rocks I was telling you about. So these rocks, if you harvest them, look at that, already 2 metal, 3 metal, 4. Alright, so 4 metal with 2 rocks, 2 little rocks. Let's see how much metal I get from this one. And I'm waiting. Not a single metal. Now you could say that is just coincidence or happenstance, but look at that, already 2, 3. You guys can test this for yourself, and these rocks yield metal a lot easier than the big rocks do. Let me go ahead and eat. Also, if you guys are grinding, harvesting like rock, trees, whatever, and you eat at the same time, you will stop gaining any kind of resources while you eat. So just be mindful of that as well. Now I do plan on bringing 3 dinos. I don't know what dinos they're going to be, but I am allowed to bring 3 dinos. I cannot bring any equipment, so essentially I'll grind up whatever I need to grind. I will beat the Overseer. I'll take my 3 dinos, but once I get to Scorched Earth, I cannot use those 3 dinos, and I have to start completely over. I'll keep my levels, I'll keep my engrams, but that's it. Everything else I have to regrind up for. I have to build a new base. I can't bring structures over to help me. So it's keeping true to what the developers want each map experience to be like, while also making the finale a lot more enticing and a lot more interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and cut. Once we get to some metal tools and a little bit more going around the base, I'll get back with you. See you then. Alright guys, I think that's about going to wrap it up for today's episode. We went ahead and got metal pick, metal hatchet, and a pike. So we've got some basic starter tools already made. I did craft us a bow. I've got us about 20 trank arrows. At the start of the next episode, I want to start trying to tame either a Doedicurus, an Anki, or some sort of carnivore. Preferably a wolf, which is in the snow biome, but that's going to be pretty tough. Hopefully we can also get us a long neck rifle and some trank darts. That's really the end goal for the near future. But for now, what we're going to do is focus on getting that Anki and or Doedicurus. That way it'll make grinding so much easier. Alright, well, if you guys did like the video, please leave a comment down below, smash that like button, and above all else, have a great one. See you guys.